What's up, everybody? It's the Rogue in Disguise, North American community contributor for World of Warships Blitz. And if this is your first time here, well, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share to your local media platforms, if you will. And join the Wild Rogues Den here as we talk about today's little adventure. One of the newest ships to hit the waters of World of Warships Blitz, and that's the Tier 10 Gouden Leeuw. I don't know why I tried to make that sound French when it's Dutch, or Gouden Leeuw, I don't know. But it's a Tier 10 ship that's got some interesting features, and we're going to check that out right now. As you can see, I've got my soda pop in my hand, and I'm ready to play today. Yes. Anyway, so let's look at this, guys. I mean, honestly, this thing is pretty interesting all the way around. I mean, if you take a look at it, I mean, it's a ship. It looks like a, kind of something just ordinary you would see on the water for a cruiser. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. But let's actually dive into what we need to know about this ship, because honestly, this thing is just ridiculous. So, built in 1948, got 29,800 tons of displacement. All right, its width is 228 meters, and it's about 30 meters wide. It's got about 156,000 horsepower to push it through the wires. What does this mean in-game survivability-wise? So it's going to have 156 hit points. It's okay for Tier 10. I think 45,000 hit points for a cruiser in Tier 10 is typically about average. So it's okay in that aspect. 15% Citadel protection is normal again. Fire and flooding resistance is 12.5%. Damage reduction is 10.5%, which is about right for a cruiser. Torpedo damage reduction of 11.13%. Now we got to remember it's a cruiser. It's not going to have that much armament against torpedoes, unlike battleships. Maximum speed 33.07 knots. Time to full speed just under 18 seconds. Max traverse speed on the rudder is going to be 6.40 degrees per second, which makes it kind of a sluggy to turn around and everything like that, because it takes almost 11 seconds to make a turn. Main guns are kind of nice. Okay, so let's check it out. 283 millimeter main guns. Reload time is it's fair for 283, almost 300 millimeter guns in themselves. Range, after tweaking it, everything like that, we got it up to 12.27 kilometers. Main battery high explosive damage after tweaking is 847 with a 10% chance of setting a fire. And it does set fires, guys. It really does. Citadel damage rate of 250%. Main battery armor piercing damage is just under 1,300 per shell. Now, they're in a 3x3 facet, 9 guns. Well, 9 times 1,200. Well, you can do the math. Okay. If you can make them all land and get them to Citadel strike and all that type of good stuff. Not too bad so far. Turret traverse speed is slow. 7.70 degrees per second. But then again, we're talking about guns that are almost 300 millimeters in, girth. You know what I mean? Large caliber AA for your AA damage is actually pretty good. The large and small caliber AA damage is actually really good on this vessel. 363 at 3.93 kilometers. This is the unbuffed version of it. I'm sure if you got it with some more anti-aircraft equipment on there, the 10% boost and everything like that, it'll be a little bit further and a little bit more damage. Small caliber AE damage is probably one of the highest I've ever seen at 465 at 2.10 kilometers. Surface detection, under 9.5 kilometers. Perfect, right where it needs to be, in my personal opinion. Here's the nitty-gritty. This ship has Airstrike, and you get 2 airstrikes, 8 planes per squadron. Airstrike bomber health pool is going to be 2,481 bombs per plane, 8. So 8 times 8 is what? 64 bombs carpeted in a little square. So you make sure you try to get as much of that ship in that square as you can. Right? Bomb damage is going to be 823. 823 times 64. Well, you guys can do the math. Chance of setting a fire is 12% with them. And yes, they do set fires this really well, especially against Montana and Yamato. Easy all day. Maximum range, though, I wish was just an even 10 kilometers, but they decided to do it at 9.9 kilometers, which is fine. Reload time, 64 seconds. Now, mind you, when you launch the first set of planes, after it's ready to go, on both of them are off cooldown, you gotta wait like almost 30 seconds per launch a bomb, you know? Or per squadron. So that's the only downside of it. As far as the historical camouflage is concerned, ship hit points are going to be increased by 4%. Main battery firing range is going to be increased by 4%. Large caliber AA damage and larger caliber AA range by 4% is going to be increased. Torpedo damage reduction, XP and silver bonuses, pretty standard, nothing big and fancy. However, you do got quite a bit of mission battles to do. You got 5 of them, as a matter of fact. First one, you got to get 20 battles. The second one is set fire 300 times. King of the Skies, destroy 120 enemy aircraft. Seek and destroy 40 enemy battleships. And the last one is Unleash the War Machine, causing 120,000 damage in a single battle. Crazy, right? Well, for your other perks of this vessel, it's going to make it a great destroyer hunter with these following perks. Hydroacoustic sonar. Anti-air defense alert 2. Air defense alert 2. 3 charges of that, and precise aiming 1. Not too bad. And plus you're going to have Airstrike. Now, Airstrike is also going to be a very, 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 very big contender in Tier 10, especially since there's a lot of ships that like to hide behind islands, and this is one of these vessels that's going to start making people stop hiding behind islands and engage more, because Airstrike, you get 2 or 3 of these vessels in Tier 10 that are cruisers, and they see one ship behind an island that refuses to get out. I bet you anything, all 3 of them are going to target that ship with their airstrikes and get them out of there. They're just going to get him out of there. That's the one thing I found that was absolutely amazing about that. Now, another thing that you want to look at is, yes, she is a cruiser. She's kind of a heavy cruiser for as big as she is and everything like that. You want to know that her armor isn't that great. Yamato will rip her up. Montana will rip her up pretty good. So as far as that is concerned. But as far as her armament is concerned and having the airstrike, she can do a lot of damage real quickly if you really focus on one ship, like a big battleship. And cruisers, yes. Destroyers, it struggles. Struggles with destroyers a little bit. Not too bad otherwise. As far as anything else is concerned, I did find it to be kind of easy for myself to hide behind an island and use airstrike and then come out from behind the island and chase them out and try to shoot and do that. That's a good play and maneuverability. It's worked out several times in my favor, and I was able to sink ships with it. It is a beastly ship when it comes to that factor. Destroyers, yeah, it's really good at destroying destroyers, especially with high explosives loaded up or armor piercing loaded up with the 283mm main guns. Yes, it just shreds destroyers. Cruisers, pretty good contender against cruisers, especially with airstrike in your favor and everything like that, and the combination of switching back with the airstrike and everything like that. The biggest advantage with airstrike is that you have the visual ability to see the playing field a lot more differently and a lot more perspectively as well, I think, and getting to understand what the whole concept of the layout looks like is when you got such a high-end view. I think it's a great mechanic. I think it will bring a lot of players into a situation to where hiding behind the islands is not going to be a viable idea. Being on the move is probably going to be your best shot. There is going to be instances where these ships are not going to be a battle, and hiding behind the island is going to be beneficial to your advantage in that situation, but hiding behind the island only equates to you not getting more points for your team and killing more ships. You know what I mean? Baiting and waiting is only for one purpose, baiting and waiting, but you're not scoring points or helping your team when you're just waiting. But while you wait, you hydrate. Make no mistake. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, man, smash that like button, hit that subscribe, and turn that bell to all to catch all that we do for World of Warships Blitz. Check out our Linktree link in the description. Check out all the platforms that we hang out on. especially like Facebook when we do live streaming with World of Warships Blitz on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Oh, but yes, and we do play other games as well, such as like Call of Duty Warzone, Elden Ring, Diablo Immortal, and Overwatch, and soon to be Overwatch 2, as early beta is coming out the 28th of June. So check out that type of stuff and content on Facebook. As well as subscriptions has opened up for us on Facebook, but we're hoping to get that here on YouTube at one point in time. We're getting there. We're getting there, guys. Thank you guys for helping us out, getting over to 300 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much for that. Until the next video, guys, don't do anything I wouldn't do twice, and have a great day.